like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Pacers are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing. Just play good, solid, smart basketball on both ends of the floor.
And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Kenny Atkinson had to share with our David Aldridge. David.
Well, fellas, this season's series has not gone in their favor so far, and he was at a loss to explain the 1-2 record against them. He said, we've just come out so flat against them in those 2 losses. For whatever reason, we haven't had the energy we have against other teams. Let's see if they're properly motivated today. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled 2 elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Young and Turner up front. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. And those great teams of the Pacers past, Malice in the Palace, railing them in 2004, that brawl leading to suspensions and distractions.
And then a decade later, guys, a team that secured the #1 seed in the East stumbled down the stretch amidst finger-pointing and accusations. The Pacers dismantling that core and restarting with a new identity. We'll see if they can get back into that title contender conversation once again.
Lopez, no luck. And so here is Indiana. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
He kicks it to Bogdanovic. Stolen by George. Shoots a 3. And it's George again missing. On defense, Indiana. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
The Nets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Booker. Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Teague kicks to Young. And so just over a minute and a half played. George dishes to Miles. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, when you give Miles space to roam near the rim, he's going to finish inside with a variety of moves.
Here's Dinwiddie. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Right side Teague. Wants to get it to Turner and does. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Lopez a screen. There's Foy with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Lopez a screen. Dinwiddie kicks to Foy. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Foy's got his first basket. Indiana trailing here. Outside Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. The three from George. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Foy from long range hits the three-point bomb. Foy's got 5 points so far. Pacers trailed by 5. There's a screen. Outside Teague. Right side George. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Dinwiddie kicks to Booker. Shot from the low block. Another one falls for Brooklyn. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
Well, for me, when you look at Bogdanovic, I think it's the skill level that stands out. He can handle it. He drives with either hand. He can shoot it off the dribble. I think he's got a lot in his book bag offensively.
Here's Foy. Paul George making his last shot. Lopez a screen. Foy the pass to Booker. A 3-ball. And it's Foy missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Miles kicks to Teague. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. I read somewhere Jeff Teague said that if he wasn't an NBA player, he'd be a battle rapper.
Well, that's a pretty unique answer. And I know he likes to battle when he's out on the floor. So Teague is also a big sneakerhead, as they're called, has a huge collection of those as well.
Free throw good, Teague.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. And with the emergence of Dennis Schroeder as a viable starting point guard in Atlanta, the stage was set for Jeff Teague to be traded elsewhere.
Yeah, and Teague is a player who rightfully drew a lot of interest around the league. An athletic slasher and dangerous pick-and-roll operator. You knew he'd land on his feet.
You know, among the most polished post scorers in the league, Lopez is a throwback player in a lot of different ways. I mean, he's that classic inside scoring threat.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And with the size and footwork Lopez possesses, it's tough for one man to stop him.
It really is. The size, the soft hands, the know-how with his back to the basket. He pretty much can get his shot anytime.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Inside, and stolen by Booker. Now, here is Foy. He's got 5. Pass to Booker. The feed now to Dinwiddie. Booker is screen on Teague. There's the pick. Dinwiddie sinks the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Clark, I felt like that was a one-time mistake. They've got to know to pay more attention to him than that.
And stolen by Booker. And here's Foy. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Tries from 10, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Booker.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Pacers trail by 6. Screen by Young. Teague kicks to Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher, and is capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going.
And he's good on the second.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Dinwiddie passes to Kilpatrick. Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Miles dishes to Turner. Count the basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post game. 9 assists and 5 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Nice step back to get it off. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
To the paint, here's Turner, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent 1 season in college, but this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
And that one falls for Turner. And Turner was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. What caused him, guys, you think, to slip to 11th in the 2015 draft?
Well, you know, he didn't have a huge impact at Texas. Only played there 1 year. There wasn't a full body of work on his resume. Some even looked at his awkward running gait as perhaps a chink in his armor. But he trained with track coaches, developed his hip flexibility, and really has been working on his mobility and had a strong rookie season.
Here's Kilpatrick. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Releases. Robinson pulls it in.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Teague inside the line, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hamilton. They set the pick. Feeds to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Kick out to Hamilton. Here's Whitehead. No good on the 3. Pacers trail by 3. Young passes to Teague. Robinson kicks to Teague. Young left side. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, he's an intriguing player, Thaddeus Young. I mean, you look at his frame and his game. I mean, he seems like he'd be a small forward, but he's played at the power forward position for years now, and I think that's in part due to the way the game is played now in the NBA with stretch fours and spacing the floor. Thaddeus Young fits into that kind of game quite well.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Turner. Ellis comes in for George. And Brooks subbed in for T. Both free throws good from Thaddeus Young. He certainly can score at the power forward. Young has ability to space the floor and Attack off the bounce. He's pretty special at that position.
Yeah, he really is. You know, he came into the league only after a year in college and has grown into a reliable scorer as a slasher and small ball four-man. So he's found and carved out a nice niche for himself.
And so it's Indiana with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Robinson. The pass to Whitehead from 15 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead for Indiana. They've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Ellis kicks to Jefferson. Robinson dishes to Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Nets leading by 3. Here's Kilpatrick. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Whitehead. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Pacers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. To the middle. And stolen by Booker. Here's Whitehead. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Brooklyn?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Jefferson's shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And he called on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Pacers 4th.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
And the first one drops.
And when the Nets hired Kenny Atkinson as their coach, it signaled a bit of a culture change. No more going for that big-name coach to make a splash as they had done in the past. Went out and got a lead assistant from an organization that had found consistent success.
And Indiana making a change here. Allen's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both. And there is definitely a culture change right now underway in Brooklyn. Atkinson fits right in with what they're trying to accomplish on that front with his work ethic.
Yeah, I don't know Kenny Atkinson, but everybody who does will tell you that he's a tireless worker as a coach. Puts in a lot of hours and studies film as much as he can. He's really done his part in the grind of the NBA world to get his chance to be a head coach. The fact that nothing was easy on his journey should serve him well.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The Nets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
You know, the Nets have a pair of ABA titles to their name. Still looking for their first title in the NBA, though. Have come close before, but never closed the deal. Back in the early 2000s, back-to-back chips to the championship round. And, you know, part of the move to Brooklyn for the Nets increased the pressure to win, and all New York teams have immense pressure to be successful due to the market they're in.
Here's Whitehead after Al Jefferson's score. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. And going back to the Nets in their title quest, the 2 ABA titles are nothing to scoff at. Those were incredible teams.
Based on what I've read, they absolutely were. I wish I could go back in time and see those championship runs live. I mean, 74 and 76. Amazing for the Nets franchise, led during those years by Dr. J, who was dominant, unlike any player we had seen to that point, from my understanding. They were the last team to win the ABA title before they merged into the NBA.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the Pacers, going smaller in their front court, and it hasn't really hurt them defensively. You look around the NBA, there just aren't that many power forwards who can hurt you on the block like in the old days.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And for the Pacers, when they go small, they're able to cover more ground defensively.
Yeah, even when teams post them up, guys, they can harass them by trapping and digging down from the wing. So that activity and length defensively is what they use. Nowadays, it's not just about spreading the floor offensively, but also being able to cover ground defensively. And that quickness of this team serves them well.
And the first one at the line is good.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
LeVert's checked in for the Nets. No good on the second free throw.
And with the Nets in their move, they are looking to build a lasting identity, to brand themselves a certain way. There's so much history with this franchise to draw from, but it really is the start of a new era with the team.
43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hamilton with a screen on Brooks. Here's Whitehead. Allen with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
On the wing, Ellis. Indiana moving the ball around. Allen passes to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Sinks the 15-footer. Jefferson's got his second basket of the game.
And a big height advantage right there.
It's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
They set the screen. Whitehead. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Whitehead's got 6.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And start. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Teague and Monte are the guard set. Paul George is out there with Lavoy Allen. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Whitehead.
Monte Ellis, hard to believe he's got over a decade in the league already, right out of high school back in the mid-2000s. This guy is an outstanding scorer, driver, and surprisingly good as a playmaker, too. You let him get to his right hand, you're in a real trouble.
Teague dishes to Ellis. Back to Teague. Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Hamilton. Here's LeVert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead. And Ellis always aggressive, looking to score. He's instant offense, guys.
Yeah, he's high-octane offense, one of the best in the league at getting into the middle of the defense and making good things happen for his team.
Knocks it loose. And for Brooklyn, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Outside Teague, kicks to Allen. Pass to Teague, puts up a 3. Hamilton pulls it in.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
Hamilton with a screen on Allen. Inside. It's stolen by Jefferson. Outside Teague. Screen by Jefferson. Teague kicks to George. Puts up a 3. And it's George again missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Lopez right side. pass to LeVert. The three. And the Nets miss again.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Ellis, the pass to Teague. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by George, wide open. And it's George again missing. Shoots. And that one comes up a bit short.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Nets leading by 6. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Indiana.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
Pacers trail by 6. Teague with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assist.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dinwiddie dishes to Hamilton. And Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Jefferson. There's the screen. He feeds it to George. And off the front iron, and in it goes. George has got 6.
George doesn't mind taking advantage of every chance to knock down the mid-range jump shot.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Al Jefferson is now well known for his footwork, but he says he was a willing student when he first broke into the league. He said, when I got to Boston, I stole Paul Pierce's ball fake. In Minnesota, Tom Gugliotta used to kick my butt every day in practice with his turnaround jumper, so I stole that. Everyone I go against likes something they do, I steal it, put it in my own form. Evan?
Imitation, the highest form of flattery. Thanks, D.A. Here's Dinwiddie. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Hamilton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 6.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Teague. Shot from 12. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist by Teague. 6 points for Al Jefferson.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
A nice shot by LeVert. Pacers trail by 7. Now Teague. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
And the Pacers acquiring the Fort Wayne Mad Ants of the developmental league going into last season. Some rumors had it that they try to move the team closer to Indianapolis, but the Pacers said no, they're committed to keeping them in Fort Wayne, which is really a good basketball city, and it's only about 2 hours from Indianapolis.
Indiana making some changes. Miles Turner comes in for Allen, and it's C.J. Miles in for Monte Ellis. Good on both. And the Mad Ants were the last D-League team that didn't have a one-on-one affiliation with an NBA team.
That's exactly right, and now they belong to the Indiana Pacers. And if you want a D-League team in this day and age, you've got to start your own. Seems like pretty soon every team in the NBA will have their own D-League team to go one-on-one, 30 for 30. And, you know, one thing that Lopez wants to develop is his ability to create shots for his teammates. I mean, that's an important focal point offensively for him and his team.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. When you draw the attention that he does inside, Lopez, with all those double teams he's getting, you have to be able to punish teams for sending help.
Yeah, exactly. You need good shooting around him, good spacing, because he does require typically two guys to try to stop him because of his repertoire of moves, his size, and his touch.
Lopez hits them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Teague kicks to Young. Turner with the screen. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Paul George.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
Now here's Teague. Lets it go from 14. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle, Hamilton. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reels.
Pacers trailed by 7. Now here's Brooks. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And here's Miles outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Foy. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 6 points a night, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And clearly, he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Exactly. Sometimes you do get out of rhythm. Everything feels harder than it should, but he just needs to keep working and stay the course.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Miles. And once again off the mark by Indiana. In transition, here come the Nets from 12 feet out. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Whitehead's checked in for Randy Foy. Here's Kilpatrick. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. The pass to Whitehead. Lets it go from deep. The shot missing. So Indiana will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Nets leading by 6. Dishes it to Booker. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York. Such a wide-open look. Kilpatrick's got 7 points.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now, here's Miles. He had 16 points in the win against Orlando.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Brooklyn sits right now. 8th in free throw percentage, 13th in fast break points. And they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
For Indiana, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And he makes the first. And you go back over the great players the Nets have had. Dr. J comes to mind as perhaps the greatest. But Jason Kidd and others can be mentioned as well.
Well, you know, Kidd and Dr. J clearly are up there, but neither played their best years with the Nets, despite Kidd leading that team to back-to-back NBA Finals appearances. You'd have to acknowledge Vince Carter when he was here, as he helped them get to a pair of finals. I mean, he was part of those teams. Buck Williams, I think, probably needs to be on that list, a contemporary of mine who had an outstanding career with the Nets. So I think all those guys are worthy of being singled out as outstanding Nets.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. And take a look at the Pacers. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Nets, just way behind.
And seeing where the Nets are, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
And he makes the first.
You know, you look back over the Nets' history, and a lot of great players wore the jersey, but one that stands out to me is Drazen Petrovic. Didn't have a very long career in the NBA before his life was cut terribly short, but he was one of the best shooters ever to play.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. The dish to Booker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Turner with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn leading by 8. And Drazen Petrovic was truly a special player for both this Nets organization and all of the NBA, a hero among all Net fans.
And guys, he was one of the purest shooters ever, and certainly the best for the Nets franchise, in my opinion. You know, watching him in person, he was smart, he was tough, he had good size, and he was absolutely lethal. He made the open three, but he also made challenge threes. And some ways, you think about Petrovic and how he shot it, reminds you a little bit of the way Steph Curry shoots it today.
Here's Kilpatrick following the score by Miles Turner. 8 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here is Brooks. Wants to get it to Turner and does. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. There's the feed to Lopez. Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And a look here at the shot chart.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
Brooklyn with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one, good.
And with the physical gifts that Hollis Jefferson has, he plays a lot bigger than his listed height.
Turner with the screen. Brooks kicks to Young. Here's Turner, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. First one falls for him.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Turner. 8 rebounds, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
And the Pacers going with the smaller lineup, too, but they've remained an elite team defensively. Guys, how have they done it?
Well, not so much about their shot blocking or rim protecting as it was in the past. More about their perimeter defense. One of the best in the league at forcing turnovers and defending the three-point shot. And ironically, despite all the pressure they apply, they do a good job of keeping the ball in front most times.
Count that one. Hamilton's got 10 points in the game.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Turner with a screen for Brooks. Back to Miles. He dishes it to Turner. Young from outside. Hamilton pulls it in. Hamilton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Whitehead. There's the triple. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Brooklyn leading by 5.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Here's Kilpatrick, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kilpatrick's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Turner. That one a little long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's got 9. Just 3 on the clock.
Thaddeus Young, a terrific athlete with a long wingspan, and that helps him do a nice job contesting shots.
That'll do it for the first half. Nets lead by. Pacers trail by 7. Trevor Booker is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Foy, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Turner with the screen, and Miles kicks to George. The wing jumper off target.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Dinwiddie. There's a screen. He kicks it to Bogdanovich for 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game.
And, you know, making it look easy. Bogdanovich stretching the floor and then some.
Now, here's George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And if you had to start a new team today, which small forward would you want? Kawhi Leonard or this guy, Paul George?
Well, I'm a little biased. It's a tough call, quite honestly. I mean, arguably the best two-way players in the game. Kawhi has elevated his game offensively, and we know what he does defensively. But for my money, being a former Pacer myself, I'm going PG on that one. You know, a lot of players grew up playing against older, bigger players. For Paul George, it was his older sister, Tiasha, who stands 6'4". She used to beat him up so badly on the court, it would bring him to tears. Wow. Turnabout is fair play, though. Younger brother is hooping at an all-star level now.
And you think about Paul George's amateur career, he was recruited to bigger schools, but he decided to go to Fresno State. He wanted that lead role.
And you still see that hunger for that lead role here in the NBA. He wants to be the alpha dog. He wants to take on the pressure and responsibility of being a franchise player. More importantly than wanting that responsibility and platform is making sure you put the work in to handle it. And I think he has done that, so he deserves the title. He's every bit the Pacers franchise player. Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Screen by Young. Teague with a clean look. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work.
Oh,
Man.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that one.
Could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Lopez a screen. There's Foy with the three. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pacers trail by 11. Teague with the ball. Outside Turner. And Young kicks to Teague. Got a piece of it. Now Foy. Feeds it to Lopez. To the wing on the left. Bogdanovich passes to Booker. Tries from 10. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Booker's got 6.
Later in the season. If he can keep it up, I think more guys on the squad will get involved and produce at a higher level.
It's stolen. Dinwiddie kicks to Foy. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pacers trail by 13. George dishes to Turner. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 12.
Man, nice job by Turner to maintain his concentration despite the hand in his face.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by George. And Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Nets making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the three-point line.
Now here's Teague. To the paint. Looking for George. He gets it there. Pass to Jefferson. Shoots from 12. No good on that one. Good D by Lopez. Nets leading by 14. Here's Dinwiddie. Great D that time from Teague. The Pacers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Dinwiddie passes to Booker. Knocked loose. Dinwiddie kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. A three-pointer, no good. Pacers trailed by 14. Over in the corner, Ellis to the inside. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Ellis. And that's 10 points for Al Jefferson.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Lopez a screen on Ellis. Down low. Bogdanovich dishes to Booker. It's rebounded by Indiana. 4-on-3 break. Here's George. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. George has got 14.
Hey, all the defense can do is get a hand up on George. I mean, he's an elite talent who can make contested jumpers a lot of times. So, can't get your head down. This guy can really put it in the basket.
Back to Lopez. It's stolen by Jefferson. Teague for 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And you go beyond the stats, and Lopez has been a real presence inside on the offensive end in this one.
And the Pacers call time here. Outside Jefferson. Outside George. And here is Allen. Clock at 6. kicks it to Jefferson. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Well, I tell you what, Allen, a pretty cerebral player, and he does a nice job for a big guy finding open teammates.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 5. The jump hook. Lopez, no luck. Outside, George. Now the pass to Jefferson. Ellis outside. Right side, George. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. But they recover it. Lopez, a screen on Teague. Here's Dinwiddie. And that one hits back iron. Pacers trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Booker. Putting up about 10 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Brooklyn leading by 10. Shots good by Whitehead. Whitehead's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Allen kicks to Teague. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Teague's got it back down to single digits for Indiana.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Shots good by Whitehead.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Ellis kicks to Jefferson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. 12 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance, because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Pacers also making a change. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Allen. Nets leading by 9. Whitehead passes to Kilpatrick. Passes it to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the tray. LeVert's got 7 points in the game.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are, from the ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter, I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Goes up from the top of the key and off the front iron, and in it goes. Teague's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a really solid decision by Ellis to throw the ball over to the open teammate, showing off his unselfishness there.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Count that one. Kilpatrick's got 11 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Teague kicks to Ellis. Here's Jefferson. Doesn't go that time. Hamilton with some nice D.
Well, when you ask a lot of scouts who they thought was a sleeper in the 2015 draft, a number of them chose Hollis Jefferson, taken with the 23rd pick out of Arizona. I think he's got some upside for the future for sure.
Teague up top. 8 points for him. He tries for three. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Monte Ellis.
You know, Ellis is sneaky when he pulls the trigger from deep. So you've got to be mindful of that. You can't forget about this guy just because he's behind the arc.
It's tipped. Young with the steal. 3 on 3. Fires from 18. Ellis can't get it to go. Nets leading by 9. Hamilton outside. To the middle. And the basket by Kilpatrick. He's got 13.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
T kicks to Jefferson. From outside the arc. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Foy's checked in. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. C.J. Miles comes in for Monte Ellis. Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Hamilton, the pass to LeVert. Fires for 3. That one doesn't drop. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Robinson kicks to Turner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Man, excellent patience from Turner close to the basket there. I mean, forced the defense to get a little handsy with him in the paint.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
And the second free throw, good.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
Back to Hamilton. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Indiana. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Miles dishes to T. Young outside. Back to Miles. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, LeVert grabs the miss. Launches a 3, drains it from beyond the arc. LeVert's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. George and Young are the forwards. C.J. Miles is out there with Teague, and it's Turner in at the 5. Home in the paint. Teague for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Teague's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pacers. Brooklyn leading by 10. Foy with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
T kicks to Miles. The turnaround jumper, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
On defense, Brooklyn. Miles, that's for 2. Rebound, Brooklyn. Booker's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Lopez has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Pacers by 12. Picked him clean. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it, the fast break chance. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Jeff Teague.
It's been a nice game for Foy. He's got 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
The first one falls. And Foy hits both of them. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The three from George. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Here's Kilpatrick. To the wing right side. Dinwiddie kicks to Booker. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Teague left side. Inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 5 assists in the game. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Dinwiddie passes to Lopez. Young with the steal. Ball stolen. To the inside. Young with the steal. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Turner. Dinwiddie dishes to Lopez. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lopez has got 19 points.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
From deep, George. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Dinwiddie. Lopez a screen. Pass to Kilpatrick. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Stripped away. Here's Bogdanovich. Excellent D there from George.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Dinwiddie kicks to Lopez. From 12 feet out. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trailed by 9. George passes to Teague. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Lopez. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Hamilton's checked in for Brook Lopez. And he makes the first. That one misses. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Kilpatrick. And again, it's the Nets missing.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
It's George on the wing. Inside. Young's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Kilpatrick. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Pacers trail by 11. Now T. Left side, George. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Dinwiddie dishes to Hamilton. Kilpatrick passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Kilpatrick. Step back shot. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Still Nets ball.
He feeds it to Dinwiddie. Hamilton outside. Over to the wing. Bogdanovich. His three-pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 11. Right side Teague. Dishes to Young. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
That's his fourth foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Outside Teague. The dish to George. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 6th assist on the night. Dinwiddie passes to Kilpatrick. Stolen by Miles. A floater. Here's Turner. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
And that one falls for Turner. All free throws good from Turner. Brooklyn leading by 7. Dinwiddie kicks to Booker. Now the feed to Bogdanovich. Kilpatrick passes to Hamilton. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Pacers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Teague. He dishes it to Young. To the middle. Here's Miles. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Booker is screen on Teague. On the wing, Booker. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 5. George dishes to Teague. Now, here is Young. Feeds to Miles. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. Back to Miles. Young for 3. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Hamilton the pass to Kilpatrick. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Shot from Young.
When you can rise up so quickly as Young can and do it that easily, then even contested shots are no problem.
Here's Kilpatrick. And again, unable to change momentum here. In the corner, George with it. And the shot falls short this time. Brooklyn leading by 3. Hamilton kicks to Dinwiddie. Top of the key, Booker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Kilpatrick. And that one is good. Kilpatrick's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Basket good. And that's 21 points for George.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Kilpatrick. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And George kicks to Turner. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Turner. And so it's Brooklyn with it. And the pass to Kilpatrick. Passes to Dinwiddie. Hamilton with a screen on Teague. Dinwiddie dishes to Booker. Ball's knocked loose.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And here is Teague. Back to Young. George passes to Teague. Just 4 to shoot. Turner with the screen. Kept alive by Indiana. It's good on the putback.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
Hollis Jefferson.
It's stolen by Teague. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. It's blocked. Here's Bogdanovich. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 4.
Punctuating the flow of the game with a big bucket right there. Bogdanovich making his imprint.
Screen by Young. Outside, George. Pass to Young. Again, Young missing. The Nets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Screen by Young. Teague can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 6. For 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no frills basketball. doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kilpatrick, defended by Miles. Off the pick, and it's Kilpatrick missing.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
Lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Teague. And here are the Nets. 7-point differential. Foy the pass to Whitehead. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
The bell in the fourth quarter. He got into attack mode early. That fired up his teammates. End of story.
Man, he gave him a big boost, and they probably didn't even know it was coming. This guy provides such great depth. He's an option that can come through whenever they need him, and they really need him tonight to put a stop to the losing streak.
So many points coming from inside. He was not just settling for jump shots. He was slashing to the rim, sacrificing his body. His aggressiveness was the difference.